What's up? It's your boy Carcino here. Let's get ready to get into it like we do it. It must be said, though it hurts to say. Don't forget, hit the like button, good people. Shouts out to all the people at the Chicago Fitness Center that went out and did all the work with the elderly. What was it, yesterday? They were taking them out for doing exercise classes with them. That was tremendous for those people. They will never forget that. Trying to get the older people to try to use more exercise in their life during this pandemic. So that was exciting. I want to say thank you for everybody that participated. That was wonderful. Also want to say thank you for everybody that super chatted yesterday. That was a surprise. Didn't expect that, because they basically have not sent notifications to people who have super chatted me for some reason. I don't know why. Now, those who hit up my Cash App, Carcino on the Cash App, thank you. I did receive some Cash Apps. Not a lot, but some. And they were funny. So, I definitely, especially the ones about LeBron. Now, this is about LeBron, but in a whole different type of way. This involves LeBron, as well as all the other players in the NBA. The NBA has a very serious issue that they don't want to address publicly because it affects their game in the negative, which you can understand, because that's what the NBA is all about. Don't affect our game. Being sleep deprived is a very dangerous situation, especially, I was too. I was suffering from insomnia. I couldn't sleep. I was staying up 24 hours at times. Like, why am I still up? Like, my body was like not even getting tired. It was scaring me that I wasn't as sleepy as I should have been. I'm like, I should be more sleepy than this. Why am I awake? This is not good. And then I'll end up doing something like, I don't want to waste the time while I'm up. So I'll just start working or doing something. And I'm just feeling weird, like, man, then I'll just get like completely exhausted and almost break down to the point where I pass out. I remember one time, that's why I didn't do a Streamyard, because I was so tired. And then I'm like, I ain't gonna do a Streamyard. Next thing you know, 10 minutes later, I'm up. Like, man, I could have did the Streamyard. Now I'm still up. Well, you work so hard and you give it your all every day, You're going to sacrifice a lot of things. Looks, because you're going to be exhausted. You're going to... relationships. A lot of things come along with this. And for the NBA players, I'm quite sure in other sports, but mainly it's been... NBA players, the 30 cities, flying back and forth, they're not getting their proper rest. And playing a game where your adrenaline is running 1,000 miles an hour and you got to be turned up. We just saw it last week when the Chicago Bulls had to play the Indiana Pacers. That whole team was so exhausted after the LA trip. The whole team was yawning on the sideline. They got blown out by like 20, 30 points. There was like no explosion within the players. They were just exhausted. Completely wiped out. Now, players like Hassan Whiteside, Tobias Harris had to buy a machine and attach it to his limbs just to try to monitor his heart rate and get his breathing down so he can be prepared to go to sleep after the game's over. Immediately he goes into this, he grabs his breathing belt so he can start getting his breath under control, which would allow him to go to sleep. Later on, it relaxes his body and helps bring his body back down after the games are over. Because some people can't handle their adrenaline. I've never been one to try to tell someone how to live their own life. But if someone says this is what they want to do for the rest of their life, that's on them. Some people, like LeBron says, he never gets tired. He's got tons of energy. He can just play all day. But, that's a LeBron James type of answer. But you have other players such as Andre Iguodala, another player who was suffering a lot from just being sleep apnea. A lot of players are asleep on the planes because they can't get any sleep. In the hotel rooms, they have all these techniques to try to help them get some sleep. Steph Curry, on days he don't play in the NBA, he tries to finish everything he wants to do by 6:30 p.m. and go to bed by 8. By 8:30, he's going to sleep. He wants to try to get in a full 9 hours. He wants his body to get a full 9 hours of sleep on days he don't play. He wants to try to make up for rest. Well, the NBA they told general managers don't even speak about it. So they can't publicly talk about being sleep deprived. A player was in a car accident, wasn't because he was intoxicated, it's because he fell asleep behind the wheel of the car. And what the general manager is saying, that they've tried to address this by changing some of the time schedules for the games, because the games were appearing too late in certain places. But they were doing that mostly for the fans, not the players' sake. They tried to limit more back-to-backs. They was like, okay, well, we're going to try to limit some of these back-to-backs because we thinking the players need some sleep and it is affecting the play on the court. And we can't have that. It's become a dangerous situation. People have to make a decision in their lives on what it is that they want to do and what the hell do they want out of life. It's like, what do you want out of life? What do you want to achieve? What is your goals? What do you want to try to accomplish? Because this is a hard business, buddy. And you got to have that passion 24/7. And the general manager told Adam Silver, like, we're creating vampires, man. these guys can't sleep. You keep telling them that we don't want you in the club at 3 o'clock in the morning, but hell, what do you expect? They're up. They can't sleep. When they have morning practice, that is basically half of the practice is spent. Most of these guys are waking up. And when it's over, they're going straight to sleep. They're going home and going right back to bed. And most of them wake up about maybe an hour before tip-off, some of them, and start making their way to the gym. Then when they're on the road, it's just no sleep city. So other players are trying to fight it, you know, and because it's hindered their lives. A lot of them have been very cranky at home, antsy. There was another ex-wife of a player said her husband would come home just in crazy mood swings, and that was based on the fact that he was sleep deprived. And he blamed it. He was just fatigued. He was exhausted. There was so much pressure. And he wasn't getting any sleep, and that's why he ended up blowing up and arguing and throwing fits in the house when he normally didn't act this way. So it is a growing problem in the league, but the NBA is aware of it, and they're trying to do things to try to fix it. But it's like, what can you do at a certain point, you know? But you know, like me losing money on that Bulls game that I know they would have beat Indiana had they been rested. Meanwhile, I got to lose out on money. So they'll see when it's all said and done, you know. They'll see when it's all said and done. Well, I'll be darned. Are we really doing this like this? Like, the Bears aren't even playing. Like, damn. I know, right? City. Chi-Town. The Willis Tower. Oh my God, I can't believe I said those words. The Willis Tower. Used to be the tallest building in the world. Now they got a whole bunch of other buildings to take that place. Now, all of these players are unique in their own way. Some of them have endless energy. Like Michael Jordan had endless amount of energy. So it was like, this dude is insane. He does not get tired. How does he do it? Nobody knew. But what I can tell you is this. This was something they always looked at and said, "See no man, my brother, my brother." to go through this as much. And the reason why NFL players don't have this problem, I gotta go downtown for a minute. I hate downtown. But the reason why NFL players don't have this is because they play once a week. Baseball players have it, but not as much as basketball players, because baseball is a sport that's played very slowly. Your adrenaline level is not all the way up to 1,000. It's a relaxed game. So your adrenaline rushing is not as high as it is in a basketball game. You know, you're doing sprints right away. Boom, 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 boom. So right away, your heart is going 1,000 miles an hour. So your adrenaline's running, and it's hard for you to bring that down to go to sleep. So what most players do is they find their areas of naps, like Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant finds areas to take naps. Kevin Durant has said, that's a good area to take a nap. Boom, nap time. He'll find another spot. Oh, there's another good spot for a good 2-hour nap. Boom, 2-hour nap. 4 hours nap, try to sleep 4 hours. So Kevin Durant's body is like, I'm going to sleep 4 or 5 hours, maybe 6. That's great. Then throughout the day, car ride somewhere, sleep. Go somewhere else, be up for a minute, sleep. Wherever they're traveling someplace, sleep is normally taking place. That's why a lot of these players don't really drive unless in the summertime or off season. Players who like to drive themselves to practice, you're asking for, that's time you could be using getting some sleep. We down here where Kanye made the infamous video. Yo, Drake, don't be making no songs. And Nick Cannon, I know you and my wife had a relationship back in the day. Yeah, we right by that area. Yeah, it's a lot of people here this weekend. I'm ready for them to go home. You know, a lot of people here for the holidays. And I'm just like, I'm not trying to be here for the holidays. I'm just trying to get the heck away. I don't have nothing to do with what everybody else got planned. That ain't my movement. Oh, this is a funny church. This is the Catholic Church. Assumption. You can pay to get rid of your assumptions. Come to the book of Christ, and come to the Assumption Church. Oh, man. It's one of those churches that's downtown. You go in and kick it at. You know, after you got through partying and stuff, and you done so much coke, you thought you almost seen God. You go, I need to go to college. Let me go to my Assumption church. People assume you can't go to heaven if you're sending it up, but you can go, depending on how much you got in your bank account. Oh, I was worried about that. Oh, thanks, man. Glad I ran into you. Okay, I will go. I know how you downtowners are. Go ahead downtown, man. Yeah, we know that turn you did was illegal, but go ahead downtown, man. Secret downtown man. Oh, yeah. Now we going to where they filmed Batman. I'm Batman. The Dark Knight. This is where they filmed The Dark Knight, under here. Getting ready to hit whacker. Rack 'em up, rack 'em up, rack 'em up. But yeah, back to the NBA's problem. Yes, that's a very big problem. This is why some of your best teams end up losing to very poor teams. They're fatigued. I looked at the Chicago Bulls, started losing games. Now the fatigue is starting to set in. So when you start seeing teams being left at home, older teams like the Lakers, this stuff has an effect. There's the train. Yeah, this is where your boy Kanye was when he was walking, making that video. Let's get it. Downtown is cool on the weekends. You know, like weekdays is crazy. Because all the people are here, you know. That's the old vintage Chicago theater. They got Frozen playing there now. I'm going to let y'all see it because y'all don't get to see it. They even got a Cubs dog. Look at that. Cubs dog. Then there's the Chicago theater. Oh, that's not even, I think that's just the Palace. But I think that's the old Chicago theater. Hotel Allegro. Gotta love that. Gotta love that. Ooh. I miss that old Chi-Town feeling. The trains. Oh, for every day of my life, I've always been Ooh, pretty much sharp with it. But the NBA has always been this way, where they keep certain things in-house and don't want to tell about certain other things that happen in the industry. So a lot of the stuff you see DUI, you heard about accidents that you never really heard about, like when Carmelo Anthony almost got taken out by, let me turn him, Madison. I don't think Madison is even open. Should just keep straight, but screw it. Let me try Madison anyway, even though I know it ain't open. And I gotta make this loop all the way around. Lady, are you not trying to make the green light, or are you trying to make the green light? Hell wrong with you? Are you from out of town? Because this 25 miles an hour bull you doing ain't finna work. Oh yeah, this definitely ain't gonna be the way. They got this blocked off. Because we right on Canal Street. This is the Union Station. This is where you Amtrak people come into the city. Right here. I used to hate to have to pick people up from here. Do not call me to pick you up from no downtown. Period. Across the street, the Metro train station. This is like the main unit to go in there. And most of the downtowners come. They all meet up down there. Just get me from around this car. Can I please get away from this car? Yeah, what is going on with these people? Can I get away from this idiot? Is there any way to get away from this idiot? You about to make this other guy ready to choke you. Good. That's the turn off. Please go that way. I'm taking hostage, getting away from this idiot woman. Thank you, God. I get away from her. I'd rather run into this cop car just to get away from her. God, she's gonna make somebody down here go insane. They gonna drag her out of the car and start beating her, and I'm gonna be right there kicking. I'll be, let me pull over and get some licks in. Learn to drive. Downtown, bud. Downtown. We're in Greek Town. Yeah, this area is called Greek Town. Why? Because all the Greek restaurants are here. You got like all the Greek Town stuff here. That's Greek Island. It's another Greek restaurant right here. It's another Greek spot there. Do I eat Greek food? No. Althena's cuisine. Look at all this Greek gyros. So, you don't stay down here unless you got some real money, especially in the Van Buren apartments. But now we finna cross over the bridge that will lead you to the west side of Chicago. And once you hit over the bridge, now you're near College Town. You know, like, let me get on. There's too many idiots in this damn place. Damn, these stupid people. Y'all gotta realize, yeah, y'all gonna recognize I'm the one that's going places and they're not. Now you about to college. This is UIC University. So most people you see here are residents that go to USC, or some people that's down here extorting some people that go to USC. So you'll see a bunch of cops. And then for some reason, people from Michigan love to be down here. Oh, this cop central. What are you talking about? You got those emergency lights on every corner. No, UIC don't play. No, I will not be taking Taylor. I'll take the other lane. Taylor, gang. Taylor, gang. Taylor, gang. Taylor, gang. What up? That's the UIC dorm. How many people are gonna turn? Turn! Turn, you dumb bastard! Oh my God. He had plenty of time to turn before this car came. Jesus, why am I surrounded by fools and idiots?